get to it. My head is throbbing, and this is going to be a short one. I'm running late and working on the video and trying to do this and that, and trying not to let my head split in half, because that's what it feels like it's about to happen. So we'll see what happens live. Very possible that my head could in fact split in two right down the center, but for now, oh great, forgot to turn that off. Let's see if I can turn off this reminder real quick. There we go, right off the bat. Problem in the first 10 seconds. Perfect. So of course the garage door spring broke the other day, and I've been having such a fun time lifting it up that I decided I better go out and buy a new garage door spring before I break my back trying to fix it. So this is going to take me, I don't know how long. I've never done this before. I can't anticipate it taking that long. But let me set up the crew real quick and get my monitor on. And get a crazy echo going. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to be ducking over here in the corner, trying to get this thing installed real quick. And hopefully I can actually open the garage. Shouldn't be too hard, I don't imagine. Stick this end on here. Let's see, need a little clip piece. I'm assuming I left that sitting around here somewhere. That would have been nice if I did that. Let's see. So I have one little clips right here, one little piece to it. Couldn't have gone that far. Yeah, maybe it has to be up, actually. The door has to be open.
You can hire top-rated freelance experts in a variety of AI services. Alternatively, you could just become an AI expert yourself. Begin by learning acronyms like NLP, NLT, and ANN. Spend hours writing countless prompts. And finally,
where'd that little piece go?
Evolving, even at this very moment, and this moment, and this moment. And yeah, just hire a freelancer. Fiverr, freelance AI experts.
Let me grab the light and see if I can see what I'm doing.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words, create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Wix.
Pretty sure I left that thing sitting around here somewhere close by. Come on. Look at that thing of possibly going off, so I just took it off like yesterday or the day before. Okay, there's one of them. Let me see what I'm looking for. Huh. Wonder how this thing even goes on here. don't even know. Seems like you'd be able to just put the dang spring on here easily, but I guess not. Maybe I'm missing some key element here. I've never installed a garage door spring like this. I don't even know where the dang piece is at. Maybe it's on the old one? No, not the old one. And see if maybe I left it. I guess my guess is as good as mine. I have no idea where I put the dang thing. Well, oh well, I guess I'm just gonna have to figure it out later. So for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece that I cut out yesterday and weld it up, and I'm gonna quickly use the grinder on it before it gets too late, since it is already semi-late. Yeah, use the grinder on it real quick, and we'll get to work. See how much I can get done with this splitting headache. This is the piece that I'm gonna be working on. I'm gonna cut this off of the grinder, the bottom here, and then I'll have to try and make a plate for it. If you're wearing headphones or speakers, I'm gonna use a grinder, so we'll get semi-loud for a minute. Let me quickly pull the scooter over here. I'll pull you guys over here. I'll pull myself together, hopefully. All right, come on, buddy. Let's go. Ready to work on stuff? All right, I'll take that as a yes. Here's what we're working on right here. Grab this thing. All right. Let me test you guys real quick. Onto the face hugger foam grip. All right, we're gripped in. We're locked. We're loaded. We're live. Right, buddy? Right. And let me retrieve the scooter. Really should make some handlebars for this and make it so much easier to move. All right, got it all set up.
Introducing Grammarly, like you've never seen before.
Use the grinder.
All-in-one writing essential. Today, we're checking out Proofreader.
Before, like I said, it gets too late.
Emails,
let me skip this ad. Grab
Proofreader goes beyond
Courtney.
just spelling and grammar. It helps elevate your writing by refining structure,
we'll get to it.
clarifying.
We will start. This thing is almost done, so I'll be stoked when it is. All right, use the grinder, so better turn it all down. Christopher Hassenbuehler 5393 sent a flower. Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for that flower. Appreciate you, Christopher. I'm glad you're here. We're working on the scooter with the casting crew at Fang's Garage. You guys are getting a prime view of my balding head. Rub it for good luck, guys. We're gonna need it. Here we go with the grinder. Let me put you in a little bit closer so we can get a little bit of a little bit better view. Alright guys, I'm going to cut these two bottom pieces off. Support Britney Spears says, I knew it. You better support Britney Spears. Courtney here loves Britney Spears. She's a big Britney fan. Yes, it is Yeti Beast, a real gremlin. I scrolled past and thought I was seeing things, because I do. You did not see things. Support Britney Spears. You saw the right things. All right, I'm gonna cut this off real quick. Alright, so we got the two pieces cut off. I'm not entirely sure if I should cap these in case any moisture does get in there, but maybe I will. Let me show you guys what it'll look like once it's done and on the scooter. Little Courtney here. Again, guys, support Britney Spears, alright? She's lived a rough life, okay? It's Britney, okay? You guys remember Britney. She lived a rough life, a crazy life. She was on the Fast and the Furious as a cameo. You guys just probably didn't see her. She was on there, though. So don't just forget about Britney Spears, alright? He didn't forget. You know he didn't forget. Never forget. I agree. Support Britney Spears. The Gremlins movie is hilarious, and the Gremlins movie is, I think they're coming out with a new one. What movie were they watching in the theater? I don't know, actually. I don't know. Is this some Gremlins trivia? I do not know. I'd like to know, though. Tell us. Tell us, Milo Torres. I know you know, Milo. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said that. Milo. I know that you know, Milo. Don't start lying now, Milo. We all know that you know what movie it was. There ain't no way you don't know what movie it was, Milo. Me and Milo go way back. We used to work at a Target together. I was a bagger. Milo was one of the cart guys, and we'd always have all sorts of fun at work. We'd hide in the displays. We would have little food fights, and on our breaks, we would run around and play tag in the store at night. It was a lot of fun. Me and Milo have known each other for a long time. We go way back. Long before Fang's Garage. This is called Fang's part-time job. But Milo's about to tell us what the movie was. All right, so I think it's pretty much. Let's see. A little bit more like this. A little bit farther back. That's too far. Up this right there. Like that. Go up just a hair. It's not perfect, guys. It's okay. That is the only tradition we have here at Fang's Garage, is that it is by all means not perfect. So I got that little bracket all set up on there. I'll look it up. Thank you, Milo. Thank you for supporting Britney Spears. That means so much to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I meant to say I appreciate it. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Thank you, Milo. Of course, we need to help out Britney Spears, guys. This is not Britney. Of course, this is Courtney Gizmo. He has grown very fond of his new roommate here. But yeah, here's the bracket that I just fabricated over the last few lives, and it's on the back of the scooter. Let me show you guys what has been created for the scooter. It is this jerry can. If you have not been watching the previous ones, this thing right here, this old USMC gas can, and basically made this into a little toolbox for the scooter. It has brake lights on the back that are pretty much hooked up, and made this little door for it, and it's going to go right here, pretty much like that, with a little bit of adjustment. And it has this little door with a piano hinge. Obviously these wires are going to be not here. These are just for testing and whatnot, but there's going to be tools inside here. I was thinking about it the other day. I'm thinking I'm going to keep the tools to a minimum. I don't want to overburden it and have 50 pounds of tools on one side of the scooter. So I might put a couple of tools in this one, and maybe a couple things that might help them on the road. Maybe extra tube or something like that for the scooter, things like that maybe. And then on the other side, I'll have some storage area. I was thinking actually maybe of making both sides for storage and have both sides have a couple of tools in each. So maybe I'll do that. But yeah, this is the basic idea, is to put this thing on here like this. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the whole scooter somewhat. So yeah, and then after that, I'll finish making the seat, and then I'll be able to make the handlebars, and then I can move on to the other side right here, the other jerry can that I have, and then I'll start working on the front fairing, the headlight design, and then wrap it up, and maybe do something in the back right here. Maybe make a sissy bar, something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah. So I'm going to quickly use the grinder on the frame real quick to clean it up. And then I'm going to take some time, position this thing all up, and then drag the welder out here and actually weld it onto the frame finally. And then I'll be able to just set this thing on there, drill some holes, and get it mounted on there. We'll see how far I can get into it tonight, guys. Like I said, kind of battling a pretty bad headache right now, so I was about to not go live, but I have sworn to uphold the live schedule for as long as possible. Let me give a little wipey wipe and get a little wire wheel action real quick. Got it right here. Again, cover your ears, cover your eyes, cover your nose. Don't cover your mouth, because you're about to get a whole heaping of metal dust, and it tastes real good. Tuck in all my dangly bits so nothing gets slammed up in the... Hey, let me just not have this giant string hanging from my neck area. Probably a good idea not to have that around my neck. All right.
Ready for launch. Take your AI-powered MVP to 100% with help from Fiverr freelancers.
We answered a few questions, they took care of the paperwork, and a few clicks later, we were official.
All right.
My favorite part of owning a business is that I still get to wear a lot of
skip
hats.
this ad real quick.
But thankfully, legal isn't one of them. If
And
you're
then,
ready to go official too, start your LLC with LegalZoom today.
Let me grab, let's see, grab the acetone, clean it up real quick. Grab the acetone. Untuck my danglers, my little dangly bits. Nice, Milo. It's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That is a nice little factoid to have in my mind. Nice fab, like the stripe. Thank you, Milo. I'm subscribing just because you're so kind. Thank you, support Britney Spears. Thank you for the subscription. What's going on, Connie Flynn? How are you doing, Connie? I haven't seen you in a while, Connie. How have you been? What was your day like, Connie? Did you have a good lunch? I had a Reese's fast break for lunch. Probably not too healthy, Connie, but I do what I can, you know? I had a Reese's fast break and I think a Celsius. If you haven't tried those, Connie, if you're not sensitive to caffeine, which I guess I'm not, and you need a little pick-me-up in the middle of the day, Connie Flynn, Grab yourself a Celsius. I'm gonna recommend the guava. I think it's a papaya kiwi. That one's pretty good. I like that. But yeah, Connie, how was your day? We're here with Courtney, Gizmo, and I'm not sure. Everybody's calling him Stripe, but on his rental application, he said his name was Tom. I'm not sure. I'm hoping he didn't give me a fake ID or something. Okay, I'm going to kind of have to take a minute here to properly line this all up, because this is the final say in where it will go. So definitely want to focus on that. I also have to focus on this extreme burning sensation in my leg now. It feels like I've been bitten by a poisonous something. So that's fun. Not sure why it feels like I've been stabbed with a hypodermic needle in my side of my leg suddenly, but that's okay. That's also as per tradition here at Fang's Garage. Let me go ahead and grab a magnetic object. A couple magnets. Do scientists even know how magnets work? I'm not fully convinced. What's going on, Fall 77? I'll see you around. I'm about to pass out. I'm sleepy. It's 1:30 a.m. Good night. See you later. Support Britney Spears. Guys, go over to Britney Spears' social media and go show her some love. Go show her that we still care about Britney Spears. Because we do. When you hear a Britney Spears song, you start grooving and you start moving. You can't lie about that. Where do my magnets go? Gizmo is a big fan of Britney Spears. I caught him eating some Reese's Cups the other day, and he started trying to be all cute and sing Oops, I Did It Again and dancing around. I said, that's not going to work, buddy. It's already 1:29 a.m. Can't be eating that stuff right now, buddy. All right, I got a couple of magnets. It'll work. Oh, here we go. Found them all. Now a magnetic hoard. All the magnets have gathered in one assembly and have been discussing the ongoings of Fang's Garage. And they're trying to figure out what exactly I'm making. And I told them I'm not sure. Some sort of scooter device. Some sort of scooter mechanism, I believe. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to basically get it lined up flat with this. I could, in theory, clamp it.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life.
Let me see.
Describe what you want and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction.
Go down a little bit.
From tools built for one to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation where you can go as far as your imagination takes you. Can you imagine it? Let's make your dream a reality.
Okay, let me get a little air wedge under here. See if I can use this. The air wedge.
We've all been in that situation where we needed to make a quick video to introduce a product, an idea, or even a simple post. But by the time you record the voice, write captions, find clips, and arrange the scenes, either your energy runs out or the time is gone. A simple project turns into a tiring, hours-long task. The truth
is that Helen Mirren. Diane, that is Courtney.
And that's exactly where most of us need a tool that
She is the co-host of Fang's Garage. She is monitoring the chat. She is making sure that you are feeling welcome, Diane6920. And she's glad you're here, Diane. Let me see. Grab a square surface. Something. Okay, this will work. think. This one has a Black Widow in it. Pretty sure it's a Black Widow. Alright, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone, and I'll select another piece. How about this one? Got a little angle iron. Could clamp it on like that, maybe. And clamp it up to there. And then just put it right up against the edge. But that's not really big enough. Let's see. I have to put this underneath here. Let me try this. Sorry guys, this is going to be the most delicate part of the process, I think. It's just trying to get this thing all lined up perfectly. Of course, I'll have to wipe it down in acetone again because I already got it all dirty. But at least I can get it more lined up. Okay, is that basically it right there? Look at that side. Dang it. Very close. Another straight object. There we go. Okay, so I'm basically trying to get it to sit like this. I think actually it'd be better if it was in the middle of the tube now that I'm looking at it. Because if it's off to the side, I'm going to have to cope it like crazy, and I highly doubt I'll be able to do it correctly. So I think it's probably a safer bet if I just try and go 90 off of this, right off the center. Let me try that. Let me get this thing wiped down one more time in case I get it perfect and I don't want to move it. I heard this wise man say if he had 6 hours to build a scooter, he'd spend 5 years trying to build a little toolbox for it, and then another hour trying to get it started, and then he'd give up. So that's what I'm trying to do. Just trying to follow these wise old sages that knew more than I did. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'll have better luck just trying to frickin'... I think I'll have better luck just trying to jack it up and make it work the way I had it. Okay. Revise. Let me get that air wedge under there. At least have a little extra support if I need it. Like that. Then I'll just slowly raise this up. Get back a bit. Of course, I'll get it all perfectly set up, and then I'll go to get the welder, and it'll fall over or something. Maybe I'll put the air wedge just on this side. Okay. And both. My goodness. Might need a couple washers or something to space this out. This thing's all rickety. Let's see. Let me get a couple washers over here. Be nice to have a little piece of wood or something.
One of the most difficult aspects of starting a business is staying organized. And if I could do it all over again, I would do it the easy way with Taylor Brands. Not only will forming your LLC be fast and easy, but you'll receive their beautiful LLC formation kit to start you off with the peace of mind that comes with feeling confident and organized. Form your LLC with Taylor Brands. Select the formation kit add-on, and you will be shipped a beautiful binder with all of your important legal documents all in one place, including your articles of organization, EIN, and operating agreement, as well as business tips, content planning help, and a checklist to help you get started. Ditch the imposter syndrome and start your business the easy way. Search Taylor Brands to get started.
Let me see if I can put it maybe directly under it. If I can, it'll make it a lot easier. Maybe if I can get it on there, I can like
That's right.
pack it in place and then just bend it a little bit back. The problem is when I'm jacking it up, it's kind of crooked. And I'm not really finding any way to.
People be more excited
maybe I could hold it with a clamp on here.
Because a lot of times that's
try
the hardest
that.
barrier is like when you're
Also
professional.
skip the
to take a thing that you think is a novelty, or you've seen been a novelty, and apply it, to your work. But when I started really getting addicted to it, I was going, oh man, whatever I need.
Show Black Widow. What's going on, Rob? Doing great. Hope your friend appreciates the time and effort you're putting into this, or pay you in an overstuffed Chipotle meal at the end of the day. I hope so too, Rob. I think he will.
All of my demos I started.
I think he'll appreciate it a lot. I don't know if he realizes the amount of time that is going into this, but that's okay. That's what friends are for. Give me your time. And I can't say I'm not having fun. I'm having fun with it, and I'm excited actually to see what it's going to look like. I have no idea. I'm just letting Fang take over and do what he wants to do. He's the one in charge. I'm just here for the ride, just like you guys. I'm just watching, wondering what he's gonna do next. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have an exact vision of what the scooter's gonna look like. Totally when it's done. I never really do. I just kind of go with it and just wing it. It's kind of funny. My friend Leo is kind of the exact opposite. He kind of wants to have a plan, and somehow we are very much similar. Just not in that way. Okay, trying to get this thing just as close as I can. A little bit of a hard time. Let me adjust this a bit. Take this thing out. Take that out. A little too hard. Pulling it a little bit farther than I want it to go. Okay. Let me see. That's pretty close. Let me lower this a hair. we go, like that. That looks pretty dang good. If I can do that, then I don't see anything wrong with that. Alright, let me see if I can clamp this down and it'll stay in place. Sorry guys, this isn't what I was kind of dreading doing the whole time, was this part right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is get a couple more clamps. Clamp up. It's clamping time. What's going on, Linda Denton? Mercy Monarez. This is Fang's Garage. And we're glad you're here, Mercy. It's something that my grandma used to say all the time. She used to say, mercy, mercy, mercy. So my grandma is probably glad you're here too, Mercy. Sorry guys, I should probably read through some of your comments. Linda, so I am working on a scooter. It's going to be a little Mad Max scooter, Linda. Rob says, I know Tom likes ramen. Giz seems to like anything, but Courtney's been less than vocal about her interest. Salad, maybe? Being a mod is tough work, as long as you're having fun. Thanks, Linda. I appreciate you saying that you're having, that you think it's pretty cool. I can only imagine, Rob. It's hard to keep up with everything. But yeah, Courtney here is definitely a salad girl. Lately, she's been getting into Cliff Bars lately. That's been her new thing. And she said, new year, new me. And she's trying to lose a little bit of weight. I said, I don't know if there's a lot of weight you can lose, Courtney. But she's trying. I said, okay, maybe she's trying to tone up or something. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let me see. This is the problem I'm having, is that this piece of wood is sticking off the edge a little too much. Trying to navigate this a little bit. Try and barely get it on there. Maybe I can make it work. As long as it's barely on there. Yeah, Courtney is definitely, she's getting into the healthy lifestyle. She's been eating a lot of cottage cheese. She's been eating a lot of salad. She's been eating a lot of Cliff Bars. She's been eating a lot of protein pancakes. She's been eating a lot of cake batter. She's been all sorts of stuff. Sometimes she'll just eat cake batter. She'll throw the eggs and butter in there, and then she'll just start eating it. I said, don't you have to cook that first? And she's really crabby whenever I say stuff like that, so I just let her do what she wants. It's on her. Okay, this is looking better. Just move, so you can see here. Sorry guys, almost got it lined up. It's almost there. Okay. Okay, let's see. I think what I'm going to try and do is maybe I'll try and put a weld on there and then adjust it a little bit once I get a tack on there, because it's really almost impossible to get it the angle I want unless I fabricate some massive jig to get it all fitted up. But just eyeballing it, I think that's good. I'm going to tack it a couple times, put the box on there, see how it looks. If it looks good, I'll leave it and I'll finish welding it and I'll say it's done. If not, I'll maybe, if anything, tack it just on the front and then just push it in just a hair. It just has to just basically go in just like a couple degrees. I'm just being super, you know what about it. But yeah, I'm Just trying to make sure it's
like
as close as I can get it.
Quit my job and go to tour.
Give myself the best chance possible.
New York Times hails. Is this
let me maneuver the welder rig through the garage.
You suck.
Let me maneuver this real quick. What's going on, Lizard King? So Lizard King. Sorry, let me
about you. You're so innocent. You
put this
are
up
good.
here.
I'm bad at stand up, but you're good.
Jam myself right in the gut. So Lizard King, the brake or the little toolbox bracket thing is pretty much done. I just have to weld it on the frame now, which is what I'm going to do right now. I also have to wrap a bunch of Christmas presents. That'll be fun. In case you guys weren't aware, this is a rerun episode of the pre-Christmas Fangs Garage. This was filmed back in December 2017. I know the video quality is very good for 2017, but now I actually have to go celebrate Christmas with my family because they were sick through the holidays. So I haven't wrapped their presents yet. And if you're watching, my bad. I should have wrapped them a long time ago. But you guys were sick, so there was no point. But now I'm panicking because there is a point. So maybe I'll just buy a bunch of bows. Throw bows on it. Throwing bow, isn't that what they call it? Throwing bows? Is that what they're talking about? Just throwing bows on everything? Out in the corner throwing bows. All right. Let me. Luckily, got all the tungstens, or a good chunk of them, all sharpened up last night, so that was good. Nice work. Nice little pat on the back for that one. Okay. We'll go ahead and get this pulled out of here, hopefully. Lights. Okay, gotta remember I can only go so far with this thing. We're doing it. We're making it happen. One live at a time. All right, let's get this swirled it around here. Move this. And can I move this? Move it over here. About that. Okay. A little scooch. A little scoochy scooch. I designed the garage specifically to be able to get all the tools out. Just might have to do it one at a time. This might have to be bit by bit, that's all. That's okay. Just an extreme reverse game of Tetris with your eyes closed and in a spinning bounce house. And they won't stop bouncing. All right. I think I can get it pretty, a little bit farther than this. Let me just make sure I have everything because I won't be able to get back through here. Of course, I left my welder helmet and everything, all of my vital supplies over there. I really need a smaller chair than this or a smaller body. I think a smaller body will do. I think according to the doctor, I'm about 50 pounds overweight. The doctor said I should just look like a skeleton. The doctor said if I look like anything besides a skeleton and just muscles on a skeleton with a skin suit on, then I'm not doing good. And so apparently I'm not doing too good. That's okay. It's 2026. It's my year. I'm gonna freaking lose the weight. I'm tired of it. I ain't gonna take it no more. I'm gonna freaking... This is the year I'm filling up the battery daddy all the way. I'm filling it up to the dang top. 2026 is the year I'm gonna fill this thing all the way up to the top. That's what they do. Battery daddy, I know what you guys do. I know that Battery Daddy is secretly run by Big Battery. All right? You've heard of Big Pharma, you've heard of Big Ag. Have you heard of Big Battery? All right? Big Double A. That's what they do. They freaking try and they put the Battery Daddy out there knowing that every Battery Daddy out there would try and fill it up completely. And it's almost impossible. You gotta spend $800,000 worth of batteries to fill this thing up. Rob says, I'm good with the cottage cheese and plain wavy lay chips for dipping. I had cottage cheese and wavy lays when there's turkey. Sloppy Joe's. Been a while on that platter. That sounds good, Rob.
That Shopify was a thing.
Now I'm starving.
I never turn back. I can create.
Now I know why I'm 50 pounds overweight. I get it, Rob. Sorry, I'm like struggling to just get like a freaking 2032 battery out of a case without slicing my dang fingers open. Like, what the heck's going on with this? I'm gonna fight my way out of a wet paper bag at this point. What's going on? There we go. Brute force. We're trying to be all careful with the dang battery. It's the wrong battery. I'm just kidding. I should just make a trash can that goes on, that lays flat on the floor. You just throw trash on the floor. That way, it's like, no, I'm throwing it in my trash can. And then they're like, what? And they look down, and then the infomercial starts, and it explains how the floor trash can works. Rob says, but I digress. Back to the show at hand. Making small talk as usual, Rob. That's the deal here at Fang's Garage. You know I'm never going to stop talking. You know if I'm live, I'm going to be talking. I'm going to try and talk the entire time. I actually don't say a single word the entire day. So that I store them up. I think about what I'm going to say. And then I say, you know what? Let's let it rip. I just let it fly. That's how to do it, Rob. Hollywood Stream Sniper, dude has a welder. I instantly trust him. Thank you, Hollywood Stream Sniper. I instantly trust you, and I trust that you're going to have my back, Hollywood Stream Sniper. I hope that you're keeping a lookout. Hope you've got my 6, Hollywood Stream Sniper. I know you do. Don't worry, we're going to get to welding soon, buddy. Oh, great. That's perfect, dude. Great job. Great job what? Great job freaking mixing up the brand new batteries with the old batteries and not knowing which one's which. I'm going to take a wild stab at it and guess that these are the 2 new ones. Okay. I guess 2 or 1 possibly used one and 1 new one is better than nothing, huh? All right, almost up. Moses DeLeon says, what's up, Fangola? What's up, Moses DeLeon? How you doing, DeLeon? Does that mean the lion? DeLeon? What's going on, Moses? Moses is parting the Red Seas to make it to Fang's Garage. Got this thing all squared up, I think. What's going on, buddy? How you doing, Moses? Lizard King says, controlled chaos in that garage, brother. I know the feeling. Thank you, Lizard King. I'm glad that you understand. Everybody thinks it looks like a mess, but I can tell you where an M6 by 1.0 by 14 millimeter bolt is right now. I can tell you right this second, if I felt like it. I could. Do I really have to prove myself? I really have to prove myself that I know where a M6 by 1.0 by 14 millimeter bolt is. It's right there, Lizard King. I knew that you would knew. I knew that you would knew where I would knew where it was. Gary Sharp says 1 battery at a time. That's right, Gary. That's how we do it. We're almost there, Gary. We're about to get it welded up. And I'm gonna weld up the freaking battery daddy kingdom as soon as I fill up that mythical container that will, I think that once you fill it up completely, you get some sort of superpower. I'll become Battery Man. It's Battery Man. I'm known for committing battery on villains. Like, hey man, you actually have to abide by the law. You can't just commit battery. I don't care if they're breaking the law. We have a procedure here. Battery Man, we've already talked about this like a million times. You can't be just going around doing that to people. Who knows? All right, I think it's pretty much ready to go. Let me get this thing plugged and chugged, and then we'll all get mugged. Hopefully. Okay, dilemma. Let me unplug this computer and plug it in. Rob says, I was saying I'm making small talk. Yours is very informative and entertaining, would never put you down. But I know, Rob. I know you never would, Robbie. Rob. They call him the Rob Dog. Back when we were growing up, they used to call him Rob Dog. It's an inside joke. I try to be informative. Sometimes purposely the wrong informative, but that's fun too. Okay, I think that's all plugged. And let me get this one plugged in. All right, no sparks. Okay. Moses says, making waves, brother, making waves, checking up on the progress. Well, I'm glad you're here, Moses. Couldn't do it without you, buddy. Me and Moses go way back. We used to run a cereal business back in the 70s. It was a big business. We were competing with Apple Jacks and Fruit. It was Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks we were competing with. It was called, we were calling them Apple Bits. They were little tiny apples. The only thing is, they were people kept choking on them when we were doing the surveys. We got in this big feud with Apple Jacks. It was this whole thing. They were trying to say proprietary stuff, and I can't actually talk about it too much, but they were trying to say something about us stealing their idea, and I said it's Apple Bits, not Apple Jacks. It just so happens that my partner's name was Jack, and he was throwing around the idea of actually naming them Apple Jacks, but that was just in casual conversation. It wasn't an official thing, so I don't know why they got so upset about it.
On base 44.
But yeah, it's not really. It's a thing of the past now.
One thought.
It's all water under the bridge, you know.
Blair by the
All right. Get this thing pulled out. You see how far I can pull this thing out?
Bring them in. They just click. Okay, take it up a notch. Create something smarter. Something powerful.
Okay.
Style counts, so give it your touch.
It's gonna have to go a little bit farther.
Or small.
All right. Let me.
Next idea
you
hits
guys.
at 2 a.m. Of course it does.
Kellogg's NDA, we get it? That's right.
Ask yourself, wait, I built this? I'm right. Base 44.
Lizard King says perfect people with perfect, neat garages usually got bodies in the freezer. I couldn't agree more, buddy. Could not agree more. And the freezer is a very poor place to store anything like that anyways.
Of realistic voices to use
People always try and put it in the freezer. I don't know why. It's like they've never seen any of the TV shows. They've never seen true crime shows.
Stop searching for.
But yeah, I had to sign a Kellogg's NDA. Kellogg's has everything under lock and key. Gary Sharp, is the Maverick Hammer playing? Sorry, Gary. Let's see. Yes, it was Maverick Hunter playing, Gary. Rob asks, you can commit battery on fish or corn dogs? Yes, of course you can. It really depends on how you want to fry it. But yeah, I mean, I'm battering all sorts of stuff. I'm battering Oreos, I'm battering tater tots, I'm double battering pinto beans. I even battered there's a little miniature donut that was actually filled up with custard, and Gizmo got his hands on it, and of course he got the runs, and it was actually when we were in bed. I said, "What's that smell?" And he said, "What?" And I woke up, and it's one thing if, you know, someone gets a little pee-pee in the bed, but when you get some battered miniature donut custard filled mess in the bed, it's a whole nother mess to deal with. It's a whole nother thing. We didn't have enough gloves. I was trying to use a mask. I didn't have a mask. The little string on the side of the mask broke when I was in the middle of it. It got on my hand. It was really bad. And unfortunately, we had to give Gizmo a bath afterwards. So you can figure it out. You know what happened. Okay. Let me pull this in just a little closer. And I think we'll be pretty much ready to go once I get this ground clamped down here. Change out the tungsten and lay on the floor. Lay on the floor and weld. A little closer. Alright, now I'm gonna have to move the camera because now I won't be able to retrieve the camera. It's getting fun. I'm getting trapped out of the garage. Oh, avocado battery in the 3rd degree. That's right, Lizard King. Gotta love the avocado battery. Speaking of avocados, Gizmo here, we actually caught him in the bowl of guacamole the other day while we were watching the old football game. And he thought we were all distracted while we were watching the game, turned over, saw him inside the guacamole bowl, fully submerged. And again, then we had to give him another bath. But he had it in every crease, every crevice. It was disgusting. If you've never had to wipe a mogwai butt before, it's not fun, okay? They don't wear diapers. They refuse. They're very stubborn. Let's get to welding, guys. Got the gas turned on. Let me turn on the welder. Again, I don't know if it's good for you to look at this while I'm welding. Maybe not. Maybe it is. Maybe it's super beneficial to your health. I highly doubt it. But in any case, I'm giving you a warning now. You might want to squint your eyes or something. I don't know if it's bad to watch this through a computer screen. I have no idea. I'm not smart enough to look it up. on ChatGPT and trust the results. So let's figure it out together. If you guys can't see tomorrow, it's because of this. Either way, I won't be live tomorrow. Thursdays, we don't go live. But sometimes I do. Highly doubtable. But sometimes. Very rare. It could happen. But I really don't think it will. But if it does, it'll be around 9:30 until midnight. Somewhere around there, guys, if you want to tune in again live. I go live almost every night except for Thursdays. Or in case of some emergency disaster. Every night. Like 9 to 9:30. Usually about 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere around there. Time to weld. Let's see what I can do.
What if you could taste the movies?
A little tack.
Turned that idea into an $11.3
little tack on Titan.
With Wix. One movie night, we were craving this.
Which, by the way, are they making a live action movie of that?
How cool would it be to put on an
Watch
event
like
where
the
people are
first
able
season of
to
that.
eat
That
what
was
they
kind
see
of
on
cool.
screen?
I'm not big into
For the first
anime,
event,
but
literally cooking like
thought that was a
cakes
pretty
out of an
cool
oven in my
show.
apartment and running like up and down all night. It was wild.
Seeing how successful it was, that's when we realized that this is a real thing. Now we need a real platform to actually sell tickets on.
Sorry guys, I know you can't
Our
see
Wix
me.
website is the core of
It's not
everything.
important to
that is
know.
spoken
What's
from.
important is that
It
I
connects this huge community
don't
of
screw
movie
this up
and food lovers.
entirely, just a little
Our
bit.
events are an immersive cinematic dining experience, and we wanted the website to
Try
capture
this.
that magic. When planning an event, I'm more focused on the creative.
I should
So I
probably
will
put the
watch the
ground on
movie a
there
bunch
somewhere,
of
huh?
times and plan the menu and the visuals of everything.
I probably
And
need to
I'm
connect the
on operational
ground.
side, so I deal with
At least if I'm gonna
contracts,
attempt to
finance,
weld.
and expansion.
I think I need a
The last
ground
location we
source
opened was
for the
Portland.
welding
We started
part of
with
the
1 or 2
procedure when
events
I'm
to
welding.
test the waters.
Let
And
me
when
do
we
that.
saw a huge spike in traffic,
Let me do that too.
we
because
realized
I
this
think
was
I
something
need it.
bigger.
I can't
So we
remember if I
launched
do or
2
not, but
full
I'm pretty
months of
sure I do.
events. I think they sold out in
If I
2
remember
3 days.
correctly.
I love analytics.
I can't reach the
It tells
computer
a big
to
story
change the
about
commercial,
who we
so
are as a company
you'll just
and
have
who
to
our customers are.
listen
We
and
literally
buy
built
whatever
this business
product
with
that they're
our own 2
recommending.
hands, and it's really cool to say
sure
that
it's
we
important.
are the owners, but also the website
And I'm
developers.
sure I'm messing up my thing right now. Don't stop. Oh my gosh, I just screwed it up a little bit. Move it. Oh my gosh, I just screwed the entire thing up. Gosh, diddly. Dang it. That was a big mistake there. Okay, maybe it's not too far off. Let's see if I can quickly get this thing back to where it was. Gosh, darn it. Ain't that the truth? Come on. I had it perfect. I had it so perfect. If you would have seen how perfect I had it, you would have been like, yeah, that's perfect right there, leave it. And I would have said, I'm trying. Alright, let me try and just tack this in place while I'm holding it. How about that? Come on. And I wish I had a finger trigger on here right now. Oh, that came off there. Dang it. Alright, let me get in my spot, get it all lined up. See if I can't dislocate my knee and tack this up at the same time. Alright. Dang it. Bear with me, guys. I'm I almost have it. It's just come off there a bit. But I've got to make sure it's as lined up as I can get it. Right, tack it on there. Yeah, that looks pretty close right there. Alright, I think I could maybe tack that up. Let's see. Maybe I can get a little weld on it. I don't know how I'm gonna hold this while I'm holding the filler rod, but I'll try. You know, just stuff it in there and how about that? Do what we must. Let's see if I can make this work. This is so dumb. Come on. Almost. Oh, if I get a little tiny tack on there, if I did, it would help so much. Oh, I think I did. Let's see if I can get it out. Get this filler rod out without melting the tack. Oh, yes. I think I got it. Okay, let me carefully try and get one on here. Oh, crap. Nice, got it. Little tiny tack on there. And yeah, just let it cool real quick. Okay. Let me see. Probably should have grabbed the stool, huh? That's okay. Improvise. See if I can use, maybe just stand up and do it like this. Got a little filler rod still in there, that'll help. Okay. A little bit of a gap to fill in, that's all right. Okay. Get this one tacked on a little bit better, and then I'll test fit it. That. I'm dipping. Dipping it. Okay. Let me do a little bit more on this one because not quite on there good enough. Not for my liking. Throw a lot of filler rod in there. How about that? Okay. Feels good. I'm going to quickly lower this thing.
Your videos made of. Go to artlist.io and get the best assets for your video.
Alright, let's just move it out of the way.
This is not the real world. This is your creation.
Then I'll try the luggage rack on there.
The images you take.
Toolbox, whatever it may be.
with sound effects,
put it on there and see.
templates, footage, AI
Give it a quick
tools,
test fit.
and more. Everything.
See how it looks before I finally weld it.
Join the next generation of creators. Go to Artlist now and start creating without limits.
Carefully place it on there. Nice. Looks good. Any sort of little minor adjustments will be done. I mean, it might need to be just wedged out a little bit. I might need to make a couple spacers anyways, because I decided to make it right in the center instead of off to the side of the tubes and frame. But it looks good. I'm gonna weld it up. Enough chit chat. We'll chit chat when I'm done welding it. And then we'll talk about the welds and how disgustingly they look. And then you guys can tease me about it, and I'll be like, oh well, I tried again. And I'll try again, I'll try again, and I'll try again. And then I'll probably give up. I'll be like, that's enough. I've tried enough. I can't do this anymore. Done. Okay. I'm not done. I'm just getting started. And I'll use this as a chair now. About that. Hack the system. Escape the matrix, guys. Use the adjustable chair to your advantage. I don't see why this wouldn't work. If it can hold a motorcycle, it can surely hold my 50-pound overweight butt. That works. I'm gonna move this a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. There we go. I can understand Gizmo going after the custard. Moreover, Bavarian. That's right. Rob, he loves Bavarian anything. Odd 420 says red bumpies. All right. It's actually not all that bright through the screen. All right, Moses. Thanks for the input. I was curious about that, actually. I was going to ask. Joac Block 1569 says, hi, what's going on, Joam? I'm sure I didn't say that right. That's okay. I'm sure you understand. Joam. Let's get the welding going. Finish it up. This thing will be semi-mounted permanently, if that makes any sense. Mounted semi-permanently. Finally. Nice, a lot better just sitting like this. About a foot of filler rod into that hole. That sounds about right. Okay, work on this one a bit. Oh, you pull a little hole in it, it's okay. This welder head will not stay up. Right. Okay. I did not cope these at all, so now I am coping heavily with my poor preparation. Now I'm going to have to sit on the floor for this one. Can't get low enough on the chair. I have to pull this tungsten out a bit. It's kind of dipped it a few too many times. Took it out for a little dip. For a little swim in the weld puddle. Okay, got a pretty bad leg cramp right now, that's fun. We're getting into it. Alright. Getting my stretching all done. I haven't stretched in about 7 years. I'm getting it all done right now. All in one shot. I have the same theory on running. I never run anywhere. That way, in case I get chased by a wild animal, I have all the running still left in me. I still got it. That's what they mean when they say, I still got it. Let's see. My goodness, need a pretty far stick out on this.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is the first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder. And you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, why not build an app that gives me endless app ideas? So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in ChatGPT and then I drop the prompt directly into Base 44. It gives me super detailed structure. And here it is. Everything I laid out in detail as it goes. This is pretty awesome, but I want to make it playful. So I'm going to add a swipe left and swipe right interface. Same usability we all know. Now I'm going to add one more feature. So every idea that I favorite will turn into a kickoff prompt to start building the app itself. And that's it. Just come up with your idea, any idea, and Base 44 will do the rest. So go to Base 44 and create apps with your name on it.
Building a business? Trust me, don't tackle the legal side on your own. LegalZoom gets it done right for you. When I had to stop drinking because of a heart condition, I discovered there's an amazing world of non-alcoholic beverages out there. The problem was, there wasn't one place to find them. That's what gave my wife and me the idea for Burden of Proof, an NA bottle shop that makes not drinking just as fun and flavorful as alcohol. But turning that idea into a business was intimidating. The legal paperwork, the state versus local rules and regulations, LegalZoom made it simple. We just answered a few questions, they filed our LLC, and continue to keep us compliant. That way, we can focus on running the shop instead of worrying about all the legal stuff. Not drinking changed my life. Starting this business gave me a way to share that. Start your business with LegalZoom today.
Give it a second to cool down here. Work on this one. say not to do that, but I do it. So you better not be flicking that tungsten. I'm gonna do it. Let me get a new tungsten. Help me out a bit. Almost there. Gosh, diddly darn it. Man, my head's steaming. Maybe take the jacket off. Okay. Try that and see. Already dipped it. Perfect. Trying to dip it as soon as I started welding, which is exactly what I did, so that's good. Okay, almost got this done, guys. Couple more little spots. I think I just have to do the front and then the back side of this one. Need a little more filler rod. Oh, extra sparks on that one, huh? Okay. That's pretty solid now. Let me just grab a little bit more filler rod. Hopefully there's some on the cart here. Criminy crickets. Let me do a little climbing real quick around the welder. Hopefully I don't unplug anything. Ay, ay, ay. My kneecap. I didn't need that. I didn't need that old kneecap anyways. Alright. Grab over here. Get a filler rod. Grab two. Just in case. Almost there, guys. It's about 90% done, I'd say. Gotta do a couple more dirty little welds and then it'll be done. It'll at least be welded on there. That'll be a lot of progress. The rods. Let me just finagle my way through the garage that is trying to eat me again. Not today. Alright. Let's see. Just gotta do one more weld, I think. One or two. On the front. Two more. This is going to be not as glamorous as the last two, the last couple welds, but I'll pretty much have to be all squatched over here. And let's see if I can get these guys out of the way. Okay. Just a little bit more welding and then it'll be done. Done-ish. Come. What is this? Unhealthy amount of filler rod. Okay. Use about half the rod on that one. Okay.
Choose from thousands of realistic voices
well that on there to me.
Change the way you
could almost stand on it. I don't know if I'd want to.
and branded content with the #1 AI
I guess it'd probably be worth it to try it, huh?
Stop searching.
Should I try and stand on it and see if it'll hold my weight? I think if it'll hold my weight, I'll feel pretty confident about my welds.
For free, and start elevating your content today.
Burn my leg real quick and see if I can stand on it. See if it'll hold 200 and I weighed myself about a couple hours ago. Let's see if it'll hold 218 pounds.
Experts will quickly and easily
I don't know.
to suit your needs.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Doesn't matter if you're a eyewear brand.
I feel like I'm gonna bend it. I might bend it in the way it needs to be. Oh, I'm gonna knock the whole bike over. Okay, it can pretty much hold my weight. I didn't put my entire body weight on it, but I don't think it can really balance like that. So I feel pretty confident though. It didn't break when I just pounded it like that with my fist lightly, so should be good. Turn this gas off. That's my test, my weld test. That's what they taught me. Okay. That's weird. My monitor just shut off. Hopefully nothing was happening when I was doing that the whole time. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So let me shut this welder off. Cool. So it's pretty much on there, guys. Let me read through some of your comments real quick. Magic says, don't look at that eye. Look at that arc, folks. That's what I was trying to warn people. Magic, sorry. I would love to say swim in the weld puddle, as one would say. You can hop in anytime you want, Magic. Moses says, sometimes I weld with no hood. Moses, that's why you are the real VIP here. Moses doesn't need no dang welding hood. That's valid though. Sometimes it's easier for quick stuff. You got it, Magic. You're not even a better welder than me though. Edit, I highly doubt that. Edit, you're probably way better than me. Moses says, I bet Tom is even a better welder than you. That is right. Tom is actually a underwater welder. It's really hard to get a scuba diving mask on with the ears, but he seems to somehow work it out. I don't know how he does that. He gets paid a lot of money though. That's how he can do that. Show the welds in. I'll show it in just a second whenever it's all cooled off. Thank you, Pload. I like the seat as well. Courtney is a great passenger on the scooter. And Minnow Raisin says, cute girlfriend. Minnow Raisin, this is not my girlfriend. This is Courtney. She is keeping an eye on you, Minnow Raisin. Let me check this thing out. I'm telling you, buddy, it's not a good weld. But I'll show you. Seems like it was pretty contaminated, and also I did not cope it or anything, as I should have. Nice, it's finally on there. Well, that's actually really accomplishing. Let me give you guys a little walk through or a little walk around and show you what it looks like now that it's on there finally. Well, it's kind of semi-permanently welded on. So there it is with the brake lights. And the little tool thing, I'll have to get it bolted on there first because I have a feeling that this is going to, yeah, it'll knock it over because it's not bolted on yet. Yeah, that's what it looks like now. I think it looks sick. It'll look cool cruising down the street. Pull out, I'm going to be working on the seat pretty soon here. I'll show you guys these disgusting welds. But feel free to let us know in the comments. Yeah, that was not the best welding. That's probably a little bit better, but not very good. And then this is the top one. Look at that. My gosh. You can see I had to glob a bunch of that filler rod in there to freaking make that work. But yeah, not too great. That's all right. I don't think I'm going to fill this thing up with 220 pounds of tools, so it'll be all right. I'll tell my buddy, hey man, it's got a 220 pound weight limit on this thing, so don't overdo it. So that's what it looks like welded on there, guys. It came out how I thought it would. So the next step is going to be get this thing permanently mounted on here. And when it's on there, it'll be like that. Oops. The way I'm going to mount it on there, let me actually walk in here and talk in the garage. I'm trying not to talk outside too loud, not to disturb my neighbors. Basically, I'm going to be drilling 4 holes in here, 2 in the top, 2 in the bottom, straight through the jerry can and into those 2 tubes that I welded on there. So I'm going to drill into those tubes, put some bolts in there and get some rubber grommets, make some little metal bushing things, and make it rubber isolated, rubber mounted, hopefully. Put some rubber on those little metal tubes that I made, and it'll be mounted on there. I think it looks good. Thanks, Milo. I appreciate it. And Justin says, good welds. Thanks, man. Ed Kai says, that is my sister's head. She was kidnapped in 2021. There's no way this is your sister's head because Courtney has been working here since 2019. So there's absolutely no way. Thanks, Milo, for the kind words and the hearts. Yeah, so the next step, guys, is going to be getting this thing permanently mounted on here. I think it has a good clearance from the exhaust. I think that'll be fine. No issues there. I'm pleased. So the rear suspension will easily clear. The exhaust won't hit this. And I think it actually looks cooler since it's mounted a little bit farther up. Let me squeeze past this welder and let me get this stuff moved out of the way so I can turn the music back on. So basically the plan is on the next live I will be mounting the jerry can on there, get the grommets all figured out and whatnot, drill out the piece that I just welded on there, probably paint it a little bit, maybe just throw some black paint on it for now, so it doesn't just completely rust. Let's see, maybe let me just try and squeeze past this. Now I can go a little further back, I forgot. Sorry guys, I'm trying to. There we go. I got it.
It's my way with Base 44. My work is chaotic.
Okay. All right. So yeah, the next live, I'm gonna basically permanently mount this thing on here, as in drill the holes, get it all squared away. Then after that, I'll be working on the seat pan, get all the electronics moved into there, battery, everything. And then once the seat pan is at least done, I don't need to necessarily upholster the seat yet. I'll start working on this part right here, which is the handlebar riser adapter that I got for a Honda Ruckus. And I'll make some handlebars that will be determined on where the seat is at as far as the seat height and stuff, or at least the general area. An inch or two of seat padding isn't going to make that big of a difference. But yeah, once I get the seat area figured out, then I'll be able to determine what a good handlebar design will be. I'll have to think of something cool. I have a thought on this. If you guys saw my reel that I made where I put a steering wheel, an actual car steering wheel on here, I kind of think I want to still do that and have it so I can just either have regular handlebars on there or swap it out and put the steering wheel on and maybe make some content just riding this thing around with the actual steering wheel on it. So I think that would be fun to do. I don't think my buddy would care, and I think he would be stoked if I was like, hey buddy, here's a steering wheel. You can ride your scooter around like it's a car. So yeah, that'll be some advanced riding tactics, I think. I don't know how you would go about basically turning and stuff with a steering wheel, but I've seen it on a motorcycle. Not in person, but I have seen it, pictures of it. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate the kind words, buddy. Zip tie a flashlight. I don't know why I would need a flashlight. I'm going to use a regular headlight on this thing. No warning shots. I won't be using a flashlight. Yeah, I'm going to use a regular headlight on there. So I don't need a flashlight. But yeah, on the next live, I'll be hopefully getting that on there. And let's see. Looks straight enough. Looks pretty squarish, I think. Kind of looks more like a rectangle to me, but looks square. So yeah, I'll be doing that live on Fang's Garage. If you guys are new to the channel, I go live pretty much every night around 9:30ish to 10 until around 11:45, midnight, depending on what day it is. But every night except for Thursday nights. So I will not be live tomorrow night. If I am live, it'll be a complete bonus live episode, and it'll be totally unplanned. But I do not go live on Thursdays because I'm usually editing the videos for Fridays. So there will be a new video out on Friday, pretty long one, I think. And just to clue you guys in, give you a little exclusive content or exclusive knowledge. It will be a Long Beach SoCal cycle swap vlog. It'll be a cool one. This guy is riding a mono wheel. Did you guys see that? The guy riding a one-wheel motorcycle thing. Mono wheel. That's going to be on this next Friday's live episode. Not live. Next Friday's long-form video. But yeah, hopefully I'll get that all squared away and posted by midnight tomorrow. But yeah, usually Thursdays are a complete mess and nightmare, so I have determined Thursdays are not a good day to go live unless I somehow get the video done early, and I don't think that'll be the case this week. But on a side note, tomorrow, I believe...
We're looking for a stranger to finish.
I'm looking for more motorcycle parts. Tomorrow I will be getting the Kawasaki Vulcan battery, I believe, as well as the oil and stuff for the Vulcan and the SR150. So be able to finish those two bikes up, get them back to their rightful owner, and yeah, we'll say our sweet goodbyes and move on to the new projects. 2 new contenders have entered Fang's Garage. One will win, one will lose. The one that loses is the one that has to stay here and deal with him. And the one that wins is the one that goes back home. I'm doing another trade-off with the motorcycles. Motorized objects. I'm going to be fixing up a little pit bike for my neighbor, and in return he's going to give me a scooter or a moped, a 70s moped. I believe it's maybe a Tomo's brand moped. It looks like the typical like kook moped, I guess. I don't know if that's a typical moped, but yeah, be getting one of those. And I'll be fixing that up to maybe teach Robin how to ride. I think if Batman's gonna ride. Oh, whoa! Moses De Leon! Sell me that gray gas tank. Oh, shoot. My thing just disconnected. Sell me that gray gas tank thing. I can't stop thinking about Moses. What do you want that gray gas tank for? What are you gonna use it for, buddy? Are you talking about that gray, this one right here? What bike would you put on, Moses? What kind of bike are you talking about, Moses? You talking about a Sportster here? You trying to put on a chopper? Oh! I know the signals. Go back in there. Oh my gosh. There's so many little tiny objects that appear as soon as I try and move things around the garage. Okay, there it goes. Back in its rightful place. You talking about this gas tank, Moses? This one is hanging in the garage. Oh man. What kind of bikes do you have, Moses? I can't remember. I'll have to think about it, Moses. I just got that tank. I just got it not even a week ago. I haven't even got a chance to bond it yet. I haven't got a chance to fantasize about putting it on the bike for 6 months yet. That's usually the deal. I feel like there's a tattooing station in the back that can fold out somewhat. Rob, are you talking about in the back of the garage? If you are talking about in the back of the garage, Rob, there may or may not be a tattoo station in the back of the garage. I don't think there is though. I saw Gizmo and Tom back there messing around with a tattoo kit, and I asked what they were doing, and Gizmo said that they were temporary tattoos. I said, why do you guys need a tattoo gun then? And they said it was for a different project. And then they both just laughed and looked at each other like it was an inside joke and that I wasn't going to get it. So I just left. Kind of made me feel a little uncomfortable. That they were kind of making fun of me. I said, okay, no big deal. I went outside and ordered some Wetzel's pretzels on DoorDash and went and watched The Office. That was my way of getting away. You're a person of many talents, plus the garage is looking more spacious. Rob, thank you for the kind words, buddy. I try to be a Fang of all trades. But I was looking into it. I think that actually, I don't know if you can do that live. I was looking into it, and I was like, I don't know if I could. I guess if I were to go to the official Fangs Garage tattoo parlor located at 357 Northwest Broadway, upstate New York, 60752. Open till 1 a.m. tonight. Then I could potentially live stream it, but yeah, I was looking into that and I thought, I don't know about this. I don't know about taking the live show to Fang's Garage Tattoo Parlor, but maybe someday I will. Backyard Fun Country Boy. What's going on, Backyard Fun Country Boy? Me and Gizmo here, we were just working on the scooter project, the GY6 scooter. Yeah, we were getting things done. Take this jacket off before I die of heat exhaustion. Baking fresh bread is easier. I get it exactly, Rob. Sometimes it's easier just to show how the bread is made, and not how the tattoos are ruined live. But maybe someday, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a long form video doing it. Who knows? I definitely feel like at some point a Fang's Garage tattoo is going to be needed. I don't know. Rob. Your guess is as good as mine. Actually, I'll probably just... Oh, okay. So again, guys, I'm going to be going live, probably not tomorrow night, but it will be probably Friday night. As per usual, I don't go live on Thursdays most of the time. If I do, it'll be a super special occasion, and you guys will be in for a treat. Yeah, we love treats. Oh yeah. Of course, Rob here does, not Rob, Tom. Sorry, Rob. Tom here does love treats, and Tom is a big fan of Rob. And Rob gets it. Rob knows exactly how much work we do here at Fang's Garage. He knows how chaotic it can get from time to time. Courtney is actually going in tonight for a little spa night. She's gonna get some cucumbers on her eyes. She says she needs a little bit of an eye lift, which I get it. We all need to pamper ourselves from time to time. And Tom here, me and him are actually gonna go out and play a little bit of poker. So he's got a great poker face, and he is quite the character at the poker table. He tends to bluff a lot, but he doesn't have good tells because nobody can tell what his lying face is. He never tells the truth. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for all the likes, and thanks Moses for the little rubies and thumbs up and stuff. Appreciate it, buddy. The next day, Friday, we'll be live again with the whole cast and crew here at Fang's Garage. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Let's go out there and go find some weird stuff tonight. See ya. Later.